from deep beneath the surface, where shadows stretch longer than they should, and whispers echo through the void. You've just tuned into Underground Nation, where the unknown isn't feared, it's featured. Tonight's transmission comes with a warning, because something wicked is making its way through your speakers. A presence, a persona, a creator who doesn't just make music, he summons it. They call him Abaddon, the Don. A name that drips with authority, chaos, and just enough mystery to make you question what's real and what's lurking just behind the veil. Blending dark energy, raw storytelling, and unapologetic expression, he steps into the spotlight not to be understood, but to be felt. And guiding you through this descent into sonic madness, your host with the ghost, the one who walks that thin line between the living and the legendary. Bounce, Ball Boogie. So don't get comfortable. Lean in, turn it up, and whatever you do, don't look behind you. Because this is the Underground Nation Podcast.
Welcome to another electrifying session of the Underground Nation Podcast. I'm your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. And today we're stepping into the wicked shadow-filled world of an artist who bleeds grit, supernatural energy, and raw poetic power. He's an Army veteran, a self-made producer, writer, and recording artist who refuses to follow trends. He makes what he likes, and what he likes is straight-up, wholehearted, wicked shit. From the brutal storytelling of Attack to the maleficent, spirit-driven madness of 12, this is the artist you won't forget. Family, get ready because Abaddon, the Don, has arrived at the hot seat of the Underground Nation Podcast. Welcome in, Abaddon, the Don.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you taking the time from the dwelling in the darkness from which you creep to come speak with us tonight.
Hell yeah, I'm always here.
Yeah, we're always here. You
always.
You little creeper, you. Did you know that, guys? We're just chilling. You're probably in the room just freaking hanging out with us.
Don't forget to check the closet, under the bed. I fit almost anywhere.
Really? You're very, very flexible, serial killer boogie woogie. Boogie woogie.
There you go.
Hey, I know. Hey, it takes one to know one. You know what I'm saying? Well, first off, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support. I really appreciate that.
How did your Army background influence your outlook on music and life?
As far as music goes, so I was actually deployed in South Korea, and one of the guys in the building had a full audio system, everything already set up.
Are you kidding?
And he's the one that taught me about FL Studio, and ever since then I've just been learning and trial and error. So
wow, he had a full setup.
Yeah, his speakers were so loud that they would actually shake that part of the building. And those are buildings built to withstand bombs.
What the heck? That must have sounded amazing.
Oh, it sure did.
Oh,
you can hear it from the other side of the yard pretty much.
Wow. I feel like I can't even imagine what that sounds like. That's dope. Well, so that's where it all kind of started for you then.
Yep. That's why I put the name SK17 on my released album. South Korea 2017. That's where I was.
Okay. Hey, yeah, your first album dropped 2017. So looking back, how do you feel about that project today?
So with what I've been working on now, it's definitely a lot outdated. I plan on putting a lot more screaming into my vocals, a lot more mumble rap, a lot more rasp voice.
I heard your scream last night.
Yeah, think of the song.
It was a great fucking song.
Thank you very much.
In my opinion, that was the best that I've heard from you.
Oh, okay. Yep. There's a lot more moving, a lot of that direction. So
wow, man, that's really fucking cool. Well, where did you first discover that you have a? Well, I guess you kind of already told me, but your first discovery when you had that scream, like who said? When did you say, like, dude, I'm gonna start implementing the scream?
So I've always been a metalhead growing up, all the way from middle school throughout high school, and I actually met a lot of the dudes in Whispers of Torment when I was in high school. I started the band, gave it the name, and we all wanted to be vocalists. We all had our own set of vocals. I'm sure you've heard Saul and Chris go, and
yeah,
I was right up there with them.
I met with Whispers of Torment a few days ago.
Good to hear. They're a very good band. They're working on some new stuff too, so.
They're very good guys. We had a good time. They spoke very highly of you.
I'm glad to hear that. That means a lot.
Yeah. They were very grateful. And, the love was there. The support was there. Yeah. So you were in South Cali at some point with that?
Yeah. So when I went to high school, I was actually in Riverside, California, living in Moreno Valley. So I took a drive every morning to get to school, and that's where we ended up crossing paths.
Very interesting. Wow. So you already knew that you had a talent to be a vocalist.
Yep. And I started eventually getting more into rap, like musicians like Ghostmane, ICP, things like that. And that's kind of where I started leaning into the rap side of things.
Sure.
Attack was actually written in 2015, but I didn't have access to audio equipment until 2017.
Oh man, serious?
Yeah, and that's just kind of where I ran with it.
Well, I'm glad that you ran with it. It's a good direction to run. Well, what does wholehearted wicked shit mean to you personally, and how do you channel it into your music?
So wholehearted wicked shit, that's gonna be raw lyrics. That's gonna be full feeling. That's going to be not holding back on whatever it is you have to fucking say. So in my case, I like to envision a lot of things. And Attack is one of those envisionments of a home invasion. And everybody dies. That's where it goes.
Everybody. You did horrorcore. And I know you brought up inspirations like the Insane Clown Posse. Well, where did that first capture your attention?
Honestly, as a little kid, my brother had gotten a burned CD from one of his friends, and it had the Riddle Box on it.
Are you kidding? Like the full album, or was it like a mix of songs?
It was a mix. And I remember I used to run around the house singing Dirty Socks because I didn't know what they were actually saying. So
Dirty Socks.
Yeah, I must have been 7 at that time. Nice. So that's when I first got exposed to ICP, and I've always loved the music, and I didn't really
Dirty Socks.
And I didn't really dive into it until once again about that high school time period, around the time I met Whispers of Torment. So
you start putting it all together.
Yep. Started understanding the messages behind the albums, the meanings behind the lyrics, what they're really saying. And I wanted to make music like that.
What was that feeling that it evoked when you understood the messages?
After understanding the messages, it's don't be a shithead. If you live your life like shit, you're going to go to a bad place.
Got it. Do you feel knowing that information, it helps you stay on track to implement your career, what we're talking about here today?
For sure. And, I'd rather take it out on the mic than actually take it out on people. So
I'd rather
it's a good release.
I'd rather you do the same thing. So thank you for choosing to do the right thing.
Hell yeah.
Choose art, not violence, but violence in art.
There you go.
Express yourself. Do it.
Yep.
Looking for bold, high-quality merch that hits harder than your next show? At Smoke and Barrel Apparel, we fire up the best in screen printing and promotional gear. Crafted for bands, artists, and creators who refuse to blend in. From shirts to banners, from tour drops to custom promo runs. We've got your back with the best prices around. Learn more today at Smokin'. That's SMOKINBA.com. Official sponsor of the Underground Nation podcast, supporting the heartbeat of the underground. One print at a time. Contact Ryan Chavez for more information. Smoke in Barrel Apparel, where your brand meets the barrel.
What's the story behind your name, Abaddon the Dawn?
Ooh, this is a good story. So I was actually hanging out with Chris and Saul when we were studying demonology at the time. And
at school?
No, we were at Saul's house.
Oh, I was like, hold on, they're teaching demonology in Riverside?
Probably won't be too far out.
All right, continue, I'm sorry.
So one day we were just hanging out in this abandoned house, and I kicked one of the walls, and the next day, well, I'd say within the next week, it collapsed, that whole section of the house. And one of the demons, Abaddon, is the destroyer.
Yeah.
So everything just kind of fit with that name, and I've had it ever since. That was before Supernatural ever took it. That was before wrestlers came out with it.
Awesome. Everyone was like, you are now deemed Abaddon.
Yep.
Well, I mean, both the song you mentioned, Attack, and a song that I really like is called 12. Both of those dig deep into demented and supernatural territory, like you said there. But what draws you to these themes?
I've always been kind of drawn to the darker side of life because growing up, my mom was pretty much on her deathbed for 10 years.
Why? Is what I'm asking.
She had a combination of different kinds of cancers as well as lupus. So doctors would read her test results, look at her and say, I don't even know how you're still alive, but we're going to try to make it as easy as possible. And just having my head in that constant death kind of, I'm looking at my mom die mentality, that twisted a lot of my brain to be a lot of that darker side.
Well, I always say the darkness makes the light shine brighter.
There you go.
Do you see your music as entertainment, therapy, or a mirror of something darker?
I love the side of the something darker, but that something darker can be therapeutic in itself.
Yes. How is it for you?
For me, I always find therapy in the dark. I'm in a dark room. I like to keep the lights off. I have blinds over the windows at all times, so it's always dark.
It's good to go outside and get some vitamin D. I'm sure your mom's told you that a million times in your life.
Yeah.
And go outside, play, get off those video games.
Yeah, something a little all too common now.
Look, I'm getting paid to play these video games. Well, that's dope. Well, so then when did you have the vision to create the face of Abaddon?
So, as you already mentioned, ICP is a big influence on my music, and, just getting into TikTok, getting in around other juggalos and juggalettes.
Yeah, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Painting up is going to be something that I want to do for every live show from now on. When I opened for Ouija Macc, this was the paint that I did. Yeah. I opened for him July 20th.
Of this year?
Yes, 2025.
Woo, where?
So I went down to Phoenix, which is about a 2-hour drive, and I had to submit an EPK to be able to qualify to even get on the show.
Was that the same EPK that we got?
Yes. And where was I?
You said the EPK.
Yeah, so that's when I made my EPK. I paid the fee to go ahead and open up, and that was the most electrifying crowd that I've ever had. Concert speakers are super loud. They have big subwoofers, and I had that crowd yelling, I just need 12 more to go. Louder than the speakers could even get. Sold out.
12 more.
I just need 12 more to go.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm a little sick right now, so that part of my voice isn't working too good.
That's okay. Everybody got some juggle flu.
Yeah.
Seasons are changing. The season of the pumpkins among us.
There you go.
I hate when seasons change. Oh yeah, they're the gathering because everyone was gathering, and now there's Juggaflu.
Yep.
You gathering. Look at it. And you jump in Hepatitis Lake, and look at him. His skin is turning green, purple.
It's turning white, pretty white. Oh, I guess it is purple. The black light.
Purple, white. All depends
somewhere around there.
All depends if he's chasing you or hanging out with you.
Yep, that's a fact.
Walk me through. Well, excuse me, Underground Nation. Walk us through your creative process from beat to lyric to finished product.
So I like to start with lyrics. The first thing I usually do is I will concentrate and start envisioning myself doing different things. What sounds cool? What is cool? What do I think is cool? Where do I want to go? And then I'll think.
You're doing in the dark also?
Yes.
So is this like a sense of meditation?
Yeah, very much so.
Wow. This has been a common thing with a lot of different artists from different genres, where they kind of they create the setting and then they just channel the energy.
You got to get into that kill zone.
Yeah, like so when you're like just receiving the message or you get feeling creative, and all of a sudden you look around and hours have gone by and you're just like, damn.
Absolutely. Especially when it comes to the making the beats part. Just finding the right sound alone can take me a couple hours.
Oh, so you go you go sound hunting or sound creating, sound tweaking.
Very much, very much.
Like the synthesizers.
Yep. My new stuff, it's going to have stuff panning from the left ear to the right ear and back over, dropping bass in the middle.
Yeah, work those animations.
Yep.
Well, this is going to be fun. So then you have I'm assuming you have your own laboratory and where all this is being created?
Yes, I'm actually at it right now. This is the microphone I used to record. The laptop I'm on has FL on it, and this is how I get into my zone.
Wow. So we're literally sitting in the nest of Abaddon the Dawn.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How do you balance? I mean, how do you balance gritty realism with the horror fantasy elements?
So that's where it comes to envisioning. I've seen gore before in real life, and knowing how certain parts of the body work, I put that in when I'm envisioning the story that I want to tell. I put that where I want to go. And as things unfold in the song, I'm seeing it happen in my head. What can I mention that's part of that scene that I can bring into the lyrics? Yeah. Okay, now I'm describing something a little bit more vivid. Now I'm moving to something a little more story. Okay, back to the vivid. And that's how I bring realism to my lyric.
Very cool.
And the song you actually heard yesterday, Floxy Noxy Hilipilification, is...
It's so funny to say. Say it again.
Floxy Noxy Hilipilification.
Floxy
Hilipilification.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And what I did was on my TikTok, I posted a video telling people, hey, I want to make a song, but I want you guys to make the song. Tell me certain scenes, tell me words, tell me a bar that you want to hear in the song, and I'll include it. And every comment has made that song.
How many comments are on this?
Roughly 27, including a few side messages and when I make the music video for it, I want to have the comments with each part of the song pop up as I do that part of the song.
Hey, well, that's going to be a fun project.
Very much so.
And so that's something you're working on right now.
Floxy Noxy Hilipilification has been recorded. That is probably going to need another recording over once I start feeling better with my voice.
But you're saying that's the track that we heard last night. That was a great track.
Yeah, there's a few things that need to be balanced a little better that I need to put back into the lab.
There you go.
Of course.
Hold on, there's one little part here.
Exactly. I don't like that space right there. I need to tighten that part up. Oh,
none of us
I have some
understand.
time.
Let the artist do what he has to do, okay? Just get out the way. Don't ask questions. Just let him do what he has to do.
This summer, it's all about how you show up. Clean, bold, confident. Every angle, built to stand out. Two-piece energy, made to turn heads. Details that hit, front to back. One piece, two piece, up to 5x. Made for real bodies, real confidence. No distractions, no extras. Just the look and how it makes you feel. Only $34.99. Step into your moment. Make a splash. Own the pool.
Dysphilia unknown.
When you see what I mean, catabasis, descent into hell, that's the madness. Enemies all around in the masses, when they fall and they crawl. When you see what I mean, catabasis, descent into hell, that's the madness. Enemies all around in the masses, when they fall and they crawl. Stairs spiral down and the steps are getting colder. Mirror don't blink, I see death on my shoulder. Mind in a chokehold, thoughts going feral. Pray to no God, still walk through the fucking peril. Static in my veins, hear the void when I breathe. Every sin that's buried now clawing at me. Name in the dirt, don't even pray to what I see. Don't pray to what I see. When you see what I mean, catabasis, descent into hell, that's the madness. Enemies all around in the masses, when they fall and they crawl. When you see what I mean, catabasis, descent into hell, that's the madness. Enemies all around in the masses, when they fall and they crawl. 5 years old, blue lights, melting rain. Mom on a stretcher couldn't process the pain. Sirens sing lullabies, violent and shrill. Didn't know that fucking sound will haunt me still. Hands on my face, say it's gonna be fine. Nobody tells you what fine really means. They took her away and I stayed in the street, trying to memorize her voice when she speaks. Years pass slow in a fluorescent hell. Hospital halls smell like antiseptic spells. In and out of rooms, IV trip cadence. Grew up learning how to wait in silence. Looked in her eyes and she looked straight through me. I'm saying mom, but she doesn't see me. Memory gone, name is erased. Still loved her the same, still stood in place. Sent me away where the lawn stayed green. Nice house, soft beds, childhood kept clean. And Uncle meant well, wouldn't say they didn't, but I learned early love comes with distance. Pawned off gently, no hate in tone. Every goodbye trained me to be alone. I was safe while my mom was dying. Guilt still breathes when I'm trying to sleep. Innocence paused like a frame in time. I stayed a kid while she lost her mind. Couldn't say goodbye, couldn't fucking understand. Lost my mother with my feet on land. Hell was in flames, it was slow decay. Watching someone fade while you're far away. That's the descent, that's the pit I'm in. Catabasis carved in my skin.
Are there other genres or styles you like to experiment with? Maybe not now, maybe in the future?
So I actually do want to, when I have the money and the fame to bring it, work on classical music. I love how in-depth just instrumentals can make you think this whole advanced storyline. And that's something that I want to create and work on creating.
Wait, do you play the piano?
I can play piano. I played guitar in Whispers of Torment for a good minute.
Really?
Yeah, so I do have experience with strings, even in middle school.
One of those super creatures that just pick up an instrument and you just know it?
Well, not even close.
Oh, okay.
I've yet to make a flute make a sound, or a violin at that.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I have experience in the brass section of jazz, and that's something that I want to incorporate later in my music. Get all of those instruments together, the whole, orchestra, so to say, and just bring a entire piece together.
Dude, that'd be cool. So like Wu-Tang Clan was out here like I think it was last summer actually. They did the full thing with the Colorado Symphony. Ooh, and Cypress Hill did it too.
Yep, exactly. Something along those lines.
That'd be really cool. It made me wonder what it'd be like. I mean, it feels amazing.
Oh yeah, lives are definitely my favorite thing to do. Just having that crowd, just attention on you, and you get up there and do the thing you've been practicing for hours and hours and hours just to get it right.
Yeah.
That's the best feeling when they like it.
Absolutely. So then, as we're talking right now, you have flipped the switch in your mind and you were going full throttle into music. Are you full-time?
Right now, I just quit 2 jobs to go ahead and pursue my music career. And I do have a plan to, keep the money flow. And I'm just so focusing on music right now.
That's incredible.
Scared money don't make no money.
So you're confident. You're walking in as confident.
Yes, gotta be. If you don't believe in yourself, how can anybody else believe in you?
Exactly. That's a good. Damn right. You're damn right.
Yeah.
So from the first album to where we are right now, what has been your biggest challenge in making that decision?
So the biggest challenge for the past year, I've been working 2 jobs, 20-hour days, and the 4 hours of sleep that I would get would be broken. It would be hour here, hour there. I don't like living that way. And the best way to get the funds up and be able to make music, which is just my passion. I've been doing it since high school, probably even since middle school, just nothing recorded from it.
Right.
Making music is going to be the bread maker at the end of the day. That's what's going to be my primary focus, and that's what I want to build up. That's what I want to dive into. And when it comes to the challenges of making music, it's definitely going to be the technical stuff, the editing on the voice especially, the editing and timing on the beats, the making sure everything has that flow to it.
Absolutely. And all of this, well, I mean, I guess you kind of already answered, but all of this is self-taught? Did you have any kind of schooling?
So, like I said, when I was in the Army, I met somebody that had FL Studios. They taught me a lot. His name is Deep One, and he's a beat maker. He really sleeps on himself. I've been telling him, come on, drop this. This beat is crazy. You need to put this on YouTube. Let people have a chance to hear it, have a chance to reach out and say, hey, I want to buy this.
You're saying he's active kind of today?
He still makes music. He still has his computer. He still makes a lot of music, but he just doesn't release anything. He keeps all of his stuff to himself.
Let us in the cookie jar.
Yep. He has hours and hours of music, just unreleased.
Do you feel maybe that when you start receiving the success that you're aiming to achieve, that maybe motivate his drive a bit?
I couldn't tell you. That's going to be his choice. He's stubborn.
It's a bit of hope, at least.
Another beat maker that I've actually been working with, and he's going to be on a lot of the beats that are on the upcoming album, but I do have my stash on the side that I'm still perfecting. His name is Dysphilia Unknown, and after my first concert with Black Smurf, who I opened for, and Token Potent, he came up to me, he said, I like your style, I want to work with you. And we set up an agreement, and we've been working with each other ever since.
Incredible. This is cool how it all comes together like that.
Yeah.
The universe brings you together right when you need each other.
Very much.
What do you feel when you were going to those jobs and you were clocking in and you know that you had this message or this drive for music? Did it hinder your performance at those jobs? Or was it hindering your performance at work? You had to make a decision. Either I go in here or I go in there.
So, yes, it 100% hindered my ability to work a normal job. Going from a live where hundreds of people are screaming at you, enjoying your music, vibing with your music, to sweeping Walmart, it's a big change, and it kind of hurts going back. Especially after the gathering, I just couldn't go back. Knowing that stuff like that is out there, knowing that's the kind of that's the kind of touring that's available, that's the kind of things that I could be doing, but I'm stuck wasting my life away at 2 dead-end jobs, basically.
Yeah, and so many people get stuck at that dead-end job because they're comfortable and guaranteed a check.
Yeah, and a lot of people aren't even comfortable with it. It's paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly. Look at you, just taking a bet on yourself. I could do bad on my own. Well, dope, man. As an independent artist, I mean, it sounds like you have a lot of DIY, like doing it yourself kind of activity. But how do you balance like studio costs, maybe new programs, equipment, marketing, and everyday bills?
So as far as everyday bills go, I actually have that saved up. I've been pacing myself out very much.
Oh my God, you've been planning this out, you serial killer, you.
Been planning it since it started.
Look at him, he's coming to kill the game, and he's been planning this shit.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, and this is your confession before you go out and murder the game. Oh my God, what did
right
you
here
do? Abaddon, there was no warning.
Underground Nation got it first.
There was no warning to this. The man been plotting at Kmart, sweeping, planning on coming to kill the game.
Yep. And then as far as marketing, that's something I do need to invest in more, because I need to get my name out there. I need to start pushing digital advertisement.
Yeah.
And when it comes to studio costs, doing everything myself, all I really had to do was buy the computer and buy the program to be able to run FL Studio, and just make sure everything was good enough to work it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hello, you. Hello, new. Hello, early. Hello, pump, push. Hello, energy, effort. Hello, movement. Hello, goals and real swole, the best you've ever looked. Hello, PRs and PBs. Goodbye, couch sitting and TV, or tired and groggy, lackluster and foggy. Instead, say hello to a new version of you. And say hello to Make Wellness, to see what you really can do.
Well, it sounds like we're at the starting point something amazing. I mean, you already did a big show with Ouija Macc not too long ago, and now you got a little nest egg to sit on, and now you're just gonna go crazy, man. Are you gonna be releasing like a merch store and like?
So I actually do already have merch that's available.
Are you kidding?
Nope. I have hats out, snapbacks, and they have a 10-point star on it, which is what I'm thinking about calling the next album that I pretty much have made.
10-point star. What is it? What does it symbolize?
So the inverted star, the pentagram, is one way of saying negativity, and to flip that and make it a pentacle is a way of saying positivity. Yeah. Putting those together, that's a way of saying balance. That is what the 10-point star represents. I've been through a lot of shit throughout my life. I'm sure everybody has.
Yeah.
And I just want that shit to come out into positivity. And that's what I'm moving forward with. That's the symbol that I'm moving forward with.
Yeah. Totally like duality.
Yeah.
You've got 6 songs on standby.
Yes.
Can fans expect a whole new, well, you just said it. When is this project dropping?
So as far as a drop date, not everything's mastered the way I'd like it to a T yet. So as of right now, there is no drop date. There are a few songs that are ready to be released, and those might start coming out slowly within the next couple months.
Like with singles?
Singles.
Okay, right.
And then to move beyond that, one idea that I do have is I kind of want to recreate the Joker cards, but put it towards something else. So what I have in mind is the sigils of the forgotten. And I want to talk about deities that are no longer really worshipped or even remembered. Deities and gods that went from the whole population following to almost something forgotten. And I want to focus on telling the story of that deity.
Give me an example of one.
So there's the Helm of Sorrow. And who that is a female deity. And she represents grief and loss. That's going to most likely be the first one that I create as well. And her halo is broken, leaking black ichor. She's always crying, always depressed. And story goes, she lost her husband and her kids, and she just never recovered. But somehow she became immortal, so she can't die with them either. And she spends eternity in suffering, unable to move on.
Wow, that's going to be a good story.
So the next album out's going to be a very sad album, very painful. I plan on opening up a lot of closet doors up here to be able to tell those stories.
So you're saying you're even going to be willing to open up old wounds?
Very much. And I would like to get a bit of a fan base before I do start that.
Wow. Well, let's do this thing. Let's get the fan base in.
For sure.
So then if you could paint the perfect next 5 years for Abaddon the Dawn, what would that look like?
The perfect next 5 years will be nonstop shows, nonstop touring, nonstop marketing, pushing myself digitally, getting fans personally, having people after a show or after a set just hang out with me. Everybody gets to know each other. Everybody gets to be themselves. Don't have to worry about, money, this, that. Everybody can just sit around, joke around. That's what my next perfect 5 years would be.
Absolutely. Well, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind in the underground?
In the underground, as far as the mark that I leave, I want people to look at my lyrics and say, he told a story, and he told a story in a way that we understand what he's saying over that dark voice, that gritty voice, that heavy bass. And I want people to be able to understand that even when it comes to mental health, you're not alone. I don't know if you've heard The Key or Loneliness, but those two songs really target mental health. And, you're just not alone. You're never alone. Always reach out, even if it's a stranger. You never know. That could be the start of your friendship.
That's right. You never know. Well, that's incredible, Abaddon the Dawn. But I wanted to also learn, because you mentioned having great inspirations and you have great messages putting out to the world. But who is one dream collaboration that you would like to achieve in your career?
A dream collaboration would be ICP themselves, Ouija Macc. Those would be at the top of my list.
There you go. Well, it sounds like you're on the right path. to make that happen.
Of course, and I'm going to strive until I get there, and even once it happens, I'm going to strive to be even bigger.
What do you want listeners to feel the very first time they press play when they hear your music?
Scared.
So you're looking to bring back the true horror in horrorcore.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It may feel there's a lack of horror.
Yes. I want people to feel that terror and then embrace that terror and grow stronger than that terror.
Well, I believe in your mission, Abaddon to Dawn. Scare the world. Scare the world into believing again.
One closet at a time.
Okay, you got me, Carmen.
My bad. Take some emergency. I hope it doesn't go through the camera.
Look, I caught the Juggalo right through the freaking virtual waves. Jeez, a little critter jumped from you to me.
Man, these diseases are getting smart.
Dude, I'm telling you. Now they're going through the computer? Or is it just too much energy? Too much energy.
It's that energy. There you go.
Well, Abaddon to Dawn, it's been a great conversation. If people only remember one thing about Abaddon the Dawn, what should it be?
That motherfucker's crazy.
Well, there you go. You heard it yourself. He said it for you. If you're ready for a crazy ride, hold on tight. Put your seatbelt on. Because it's about to get fucking crazy with the Abaddon the Dawn.
There you go.
Any shout-outs, thank yous, well wishes you want to send out to our listeners?
I want to thank everybody just for being alive, just for being here, watching this video, paying attention, or half paying attention, or not even paying attention at all. Thank you.
Yeah, just let us be a background conversation. Scream at him right now in case it is.
Hey, I'm listening to you. I see you. I know you're watching TV, cleaning the house.
I'm talking to you, girl. Put that broom down. Yeah, you, sir, over there. You're over there? Yeah. Get your ass over here.
Yep, I'm watching you. Come this way. No, I'm not talking to the guy behind you. This way, over here.
I'm talking to you, man. Talking to you. Well, you just heard the wicked storytelling of Abaddon right here on the Underground Nation podcast. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the artists everywhere you find their music. Just search for Abaddon the Dawn, and don't forget to hit up the Underground Nation. That's www.underground-nation.com. Spelled just like that. Search the Underground Nation podcast on your favorite platform. Leave us a review. Take a screenshot and send it directly to us. Do that, and we'll give you a shout out on a future episode. Until next time, it's your host with the ghost of Bounce Ball Boogie, signing off from the shadows of the underground with Abaddon the Dawn. Thanks, homie.
The shadows are settling. The echoes are fading. And another wicked transmission from the Underground Nation podcast is crawling back into the dark. Huge shout out to Abaddon the Dawn for stepping into the madness and bringing that raw, sinister energy to the mic. If you felt the vibe, if you felt the darkness, if you felt that pulse in your chest tonight, then don't just sit there haunted by it. Like, follow, and subscribe to Abaddon the Dawn on all social and streaming platforms right now. And if you're hungry for more rising talent, more underground fire, and more creatures clawing their way up from beneath the surface, make your way over to underground-nation.com and discover the next wave of up-and-coming artists making noise. Are you an artist? Are you an entrepreneur? Do you have something powerful the world needs to see? Then stop waiting around. Stop waiting for opportunity to knock on your door. It's already here. It's already in your face. Now take action today. Submit your information now to ugnpodcast@gmail.com and put yourself in position to be featured. Until next time, keep your eyes open, keep your spirit wicked, and keep rising from underneath the surface.